Hello, friends. Welcome to Samina Podcast. In this podcast, we're gonna talk about an interesting topic, a very interesting topic actually. We're gonna talk about who is a spouse, who is a friend, and who is a lover. Okay, you might be thinking like this is a nonsense topic, okay? Because we kind of think like this in India, particularly. There's a spectrum, like someone is your friend. Then if you really close to them, they become kind of a lover. Then the next step, big step, is they become your spouse. Okay, I think this way of thinking is completely illogical. What I personally think is that this concept of being spouse is a different concept from being a friend, which is a different concept from being a lover. What I'm trying to say is that these three things are different kind of things. These are different type of things. Like the married relationship is a different kind of relationship than a friendship relationship, which is a different kind of relationship than a love relationship. Okay, so we have to talk each thing separately, and we're gonna start with the easiest one, of course, which is actually who is your spouse. Okay, and you might be thinking I will say that from legal point of view or something. No, I'm not going to talk about legal point of view here. Okay, what I'm going to talk about is that if you have a person in your life with whom you stay in a home, you take dinner with whom, and with them, and your parents and their parents or family or his friend or her friends and your friends and family knows that that he or she is your partner, then I think this is a married relationship. I would say this is a spouse relationship. Okay, and it has nothing to do with friendship or love. Okay, so it's basically being someone's spouse, or if someone is your spouse, then it basically means that you have an arrangement with them that you'll stay together. Okay, and I'm not at all talking about legal point of view here. If somebody is married to you, he or she doesn't stay with you for most of the years, then I don't think he or she is your spouse. Okay, so basically being a husband or a wife is basically a living together arrangement. And whether it can be live-in, you can marry legally, you can marry traditionally, you can marry some other way. But if you have that arrangement with someone else, then I think you are spouse. And it has nothing to do with whether you are friends or whether you are lovers or not. Can this kind of relationship actually stay long? That whether you are not friend with someone else or you are not lover, but you are spouse with them, you're married to them. Yes, because then again what happens is people get comfortable with some people and they don't try to destroy what they are compatible with. So many people stay with other people who they are not friend with or in love with. They basically stay with them, like we all are in life. Choose some comfort over some, I would say, some revolutionary thing to do in life. So yeah, I can completely imagine someone who is not your friend and lover but your spouse. Yeah, so let's tackle the next big thing, which is basically I think is friendship. Okay, and okay, here's the thing. Friendship, I think, is defined by a communication factor. Okay, friendship is a relationship type with a particular kind of communication with somebody else, and if you are comfortable with someone in very informal language, talking about very informal things, okay, and you feel a comfortable relationship with them, okay, so it has to basically have a comfort zone with them, okay, there should be a comfort factor with them, then I think you are friend with that person. Again, it has to do with anything love or some less love or more love, and then you are lover, and if you're less, then you just know that person, then something friendship is in that between. I think that's bullshit. That's not what friendship or anything is. I think friendship is about communication and comfort. You can be friend with your parents. Not many people in India are actually, but you can be, and you can be friend with your siblings. You cannot be friend with your siblings. You can be friend with many other kind of people. It doesn't have to be your spouse, or it doesn't have to be your lover. Okay, you can actually not be friend with your spouse. You might not actually feel comfortable in communicating with your spouse. It can happen, I guess. Yeah? So, and also I will explain later that you can actually not be friend with your lover. Actually, a concept of love is a little bit different thing, I guess. Yeah, so it's a different thing than being in love. Being in friend means actually being comfortable and communicating informally. And let's tackle the most difficult part here. The most difficult part is obviously lover. Who is your lover? Whom you love? It's a complicated thing, because if I define lover, then I basically trying to define love, which is, as many poets and movies and many things have explained already. That defining love is actually not a good idea, because everyone fails. So I'm not trying to define here. I'm just trying to explain an idea that I have, which might be true or which might not be true. I really don't know. You judge. Okay. So I think the love relationship actually is about a relationship about care. Okay, but listen to me. Okay, not just any kind of care, but caring about some irrational belief system of somebody else. Okay, that's the most important one. Many times if you see whether you really care about someone else, then the other people say, yeah, I care about them, him or her, but they are basically trying to say, oh, I give them medicines, I give them food, I give them something else that they need, and I care for them. That's all I can do. No, that's not the only care you can do. You have to take care of their feelings also. Okay, so if you go beyond just caring normally to care about their feelings also, on regular basis, I mean every day, and if that's what you do to somebody else, then you love them, or the other person. Okay, and if other person do the same thing with you, then I think the other person is your lover. It's a not both directional contest, that if you love somebody has to love you. No, it can't really be that you can be the lover of someone, but somebody else might not be your lover. Okay, you can care about somebody else, but the other person may not care about you, and that's what is different. Actually, you can love many kind of person. You can love your parents, or you might not love your parents. I think many Indian parents really love their children. They are not friends with their children, but they love their children, according to my way of defining the thing, the love relationship. And I think, can you be friends with someone whom you really don't care about, or you really don't love them. I guess really, yeah. I guess you can be really, really comfortable with someone else, but actually you don't take care of them regularly. Actually, most of your friends are just your friends. You don't love them. Do you love them? Do you know, care about their feelings, their relationship, their everything? No, just no. Yeah. So I guess that okay, here I'm using very big word of love. I'm talking about capital LOVE. It's not I'm talking about it's just love them. Yeah, I guess if you're a friend with somebody, then you're just some kind of that's also. But I guess it's a different concept. Okay, so I think that you can be spouse with someone else, you can be love with someone else, you can be friend with someone else. This is all different concept, all differently put together. And then comes I think I missed a big part here about relationship thing, these kind of relationship things, and that is the physical relationship. Okay, you know what I'm talking about, okay? I think that's a different thing also. You can keep a physical relationship with somebody who is not your spouse, who is not your friend, who is not your lover. I think that's a very different concept altogether. I don't know actually the name, what you can call them, physical partner or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, but that's a different concept. So you can be actually physical partner with someone else, but you might not love him, you might not be a friend with him, he or she might not be your spouse. So I think it's a different concept altogether. And you may ask why someone would do that. If someone is not love someone else, then why they will be like physical partner with them? What's the reason why they will do that? I don't know. As far as I can say, many people do that. You read this service in newspapers and things like that, and you come with these stories where people choose physical partners just because they are trying to find some physical relationship with someone else. They don't love them, they are not friends with them. Many cases like that. Yeah. So these are four different concepts, four very different concepts. And I think if you want a awesome relationship with someone else, the kind of relationship that we say are relationships, then I think you have to very work hard on that. I think that's because you have to maintain all these four kinds of things for them. Yeah. So if someone else, for someone else, your spouse and your friend and your lover and your physical partner, all of these things with all the different dimensions, then I think you are really, really lucky. You are, I think, you have one of the most amazing relationships. Really cherish those things, really work hard on all these different aspects, and I think it will be great for you. Thank you.